Yes, yes, yes. It's the Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio. And we are live. Okay. I'll let the intro play for a couple seconds longer. Gotta mix it up. Always mixing it up over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. It's a Thursday night. What time is it? 9:55 p.m. over here in the UK, Birmingham, and it is freezing. Hella cold. Frost will be on the ground tomorrow morning, no doubt. I hope I'm wrong, like it was this morning. OMG. Okay, so hello and welcome. Let's do the formalities. Let's get the formalities done. Let's drop that. The first formality. Where are we at? Let's copy that. Where's the chat? There it is. Okay, let's copy that and paste that. First things first. Okay, so next thing, let me do the sound check. Let's have a look. Where are we at? Let's drop the music. Let's have a look. Where are we at? Okay, that sounds acceptable. Sounds acceptable. Okay. So where we at? Okay. What's the menu? What's on the menu tonight? Okay. So we got Arthur versus Yarde happening this weekend, as is Haney versus Diaz. So we're definitely talking about that, as well as do I go into that now? Do I go into the controversy now? Or do we just ease into that? What else do I need to do? There's something else I need to do. Oh yeah. Let me share this. Let me share my shizzle. Let's fertilize the earth. Come on, let's do this. Okay, let's copy and paste that. Let's have a go. Okay, that's good. Let's drop that in a couple more spots and then we roll. And we roll on. Okay, drop it there. No. Drop it there. No. Nada. Okay. What's this here? Secret Society is very quiet. Boom. It's like people are hibernating for winter. That makes sense. Okay. So we've shared. Let's get into this shiznix. Where am I going to start? Where do we start first? How long we been going? Okay. So I think, okay, why don't we start with, I know exactly where we start. Why don't we start with something slightly risque. Let's go. Let's do this. Where is he? Come on, Big John. Where are you, Big John? Where do I start? There or there? Where do we start? There or there? Okay, let's start here. All right, let's share. Okay. Okay. Where are we? All right. Okay, let's get into this. People are shy. People are up in here, but they don't want to speak just yet. They don't want to speak. Okay, so let's get into this. Do I kill the music for a second? Do we kill the music? Okay, so let's get into this explanation second. Kill the music. Okay. What the hell's that? That's the wrong thing. What's going on? Oh, there we are. What's that there? That's good. What's going on? Yeah. Roll. You keep on going. Keep on going. What's this? Is it moving? Is it moving? What's going on? Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so let me have a look. Let's have a quick look. Okay, everybody in silent mode. Anyway, let's get into this.
Back at Yarde, mentioning the Furies again, saying back at Yarde, mentioning the Furies again, saying that me and Special this Fury is embarrassing, distasteful, disrespectful. Well, listen, mate, when you live in a glass house, like an aeroplane, and you're throwing boulders at people, you expect one to land back on your head at any time, mate. Such thing as cowardly. I know you're not doing so well at the moment, and BT and Frank Warren are smashing to pieces on all roads. But everybody has the day, mate, you know. But listen, I'm not trying to be anything than what I am. A ragtag and gypsy. I'm not trying to be royalty. I'm not trying to be a gentleman. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just being me. And if people can get offended on what I'm saying, it's the fight game. People's here smashing one another to pieces, trying to knock people out and hate people. So a few little bits of unsavoury banter, shall I say, and people take it out of text. Well, I can't have that. But again,
unsavoury banter. Exhibit A.
I'm man enough to apologise to all the people who don't get it and don't get me. To those people who don't get John Fury, no harm meant, and I'll apologise to everybody offended. But that's me. I'm not a gentleman. I'm not trying to be one. I am what I am. Truthful in every way. But Eddie, you've just got a problem, mate, with the Furies, because the only thing is you're not getting paid out of money. That's why you're slagging them and jumping on every floating log that you might think might discredit Fury.
Eddie Hearn is jealous, according to John Fury. Exhibit B.
But that's just you, mate, because you're heady, the green-eyed monster, and you do live in a glass house, mate. You know, so be careful what you say about others. Look in the mirror and have a long, hard think about your own life, your own family before you call others. Because that's just the way it is, mate. You know what I'm talking about, pal. You know what I'm talking about. So if we don't want to go any farther with all this...
Veiled threat. Exhibit C.
Bullshit. Say nice things about the Furies, because John Fury will bury you. I'll bury you, pal.
Anybody who watches, or anybody who watched Casino, will know what John Fury is talking about.
You wish you'll never heard the Fury name, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, pal, let's be nice to one another and work alongside each other, not be jealous of anybody's good fortune. They've had to work hard, and because Tyson's the best in the world, mate, he's had to prove it. He's had to...
Fought 2 top 10 guys in 6 years. Consensus top 10. Ring Magazine top 10. Pray continue, John.
Millions, and he's done that, pal. So credit him, not discredit him. And I'll tell you what, mate, you go up in everybody else's estimation, everybody's book. So stop being jealous. It's a bad, bad thing to be a green-eyed monster.
The green-eyed monster, Eddie Hearn, is jealous. He's jelly.
That's all I'm going to say in this video. But let me clarify one thing. John Fury is nothing else than what he is, a gypsy. I'm an uneducated gypsy, you know. And sometimes I say things what people, educated people, might think differently too than what I do. But listen, it's the fight game. It's not come dancing, it's not skating on ice. It's a fight game. People hate each other. And a bit of banter, you know what? The world's a dull place. Let's have a laugh now and again. God bless you. Weekend.
OMG. OMG. The Iron Kong. How? Up in the building. How do you do?
Yeah, Rafi, blessed, man. I cool. How you doing, man?
You're cool. We're cold. You're cool. Rafi's sitting here. Okay. Let's show myself. Rafi's sitting here. With his hoodie. This is not for discretion. This is not because I'm so discreet. This is a necessity. I've got my hoodie up. I've got my thick socks on.
Oh no.
That's the way it is over here at the
Already? Isn't it like
So there was an echo. That was bad. Was that bad? Was that bad? The sound was bad.
Confusing, it was a bad echo.
Oh no, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just kill all the sound. Let me just kill all the sound. Let me take myself off this thing. Hold on. And let me go back and see how bad it was. Damn it. Because I'm so discreet. This is OMG. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, once and for all, hold on a second. We have to do an experiment right now. Once and for all. So I know what's up. Let me mute myself, and then I'm going to play it again for a couple seconds, and let me know how it sounds, if you would.
People can get offended on what I'm saying. It's the fight game. People's here smashing one another to pieces, trying to knock people out and hate people. So a few little bits of unsavoury banter, shall I say. And people take it out of text. Well, I can't help that. But again, I'm man enough to apologise to all the people who don't get it and don't get me. To those people who don't get John Fury, no harm meant, and I'll apologise to everybody offended. But that's me. I'm not a gentleman, not trying to be one. I am what I am. Truthful in every way. But Eddie, you've just got a problem, mate, with the Furies, because the only thing is you're not getting paid out of them, are you? That's why you're slagging them and jumping on every floating log you might think might discredit a Fury. But that's just you, mate, because you're heady, the green-eyed monster. And you do live in a glass house, mate. You know, so be careful what you say about others. Look in the mirror and have a long, hard think about your own life, your own family before you call others. Because...
I don't recall. Oh, damn it! I don't recall Eddie saying anything about Fury's family. So I don't see the correlation. Iron Kong. What do you make of this?
It's just typical
deflection.
John Fury, Tyson Fury foolishness. Typical nonsense. It's the same behavior you got from Billy Joe Saunders' father. You know, talk a bunch of crap about people, and as soon as somebody says anything remotely that might reference you, oh my God, they're tearing us down. I'm a gypsy. They're tearing. Oh, shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? You with this big cross behind you, talking about you want your son bend over another man, woman, and do her like a dog. You know, all this nastiness. It was distasteful. You know what I'm saying? So, but what can you do? It just sounds like typical them. I've heard Eddie Hearn give Tyson Fury a lot of props. I mean, but for them, unless somehow you're giving these guys unabashed bootlick support, it's not enough. But you know, Tyson Fury walks around with all this xenophobic nonsense, how he not gonna fight Usyk. They had the video. You're not gonna fight Usyk because Usyk don't speak no English and all this nonsense. And it's just like, what a ridiculous family. What a ridiculous family.
I mean, John Fury's there. The John Fury talks about others. He has to expect criticism. Big boys boxing. Yeah, I agree with that. Hearn is the green-eyed monster business. Hearn is in the green-eyed monster. I get you. Yeah, sorry about the sound earlier on. You'll have to show me how to use the voice meter banana. Yeah. I welcome that. We'll have to do that for sure. Okay, so John Fury says he's gonna bury Eddie Hearn because Eddie Hearn said that it was distasteful what John Fury said in the the Jake Paul pre-fight press conference live or whatever it is over satellite link. He said that what John Fury said was indeed distasteful, and I think for people who don't know, people who haven't heard it, I think it's only right that we see what all the kerfuffle is about. So I think it's only right that we hear from John Fury's mouth himself what he actually said. So let's cue this thing up. Hold on. Let me mute my mic. I don't have to mute my mic yet. Let me share first, and then mute my mic. That makes more sense. What's going on? Yes. How that look? Okay. That look okay? Okay.
What did you say? Go on, what did you say? What did you say when I rocked up? You didn't say nothing. You hid there with your girlfriend. You hid there with your girlfriend and didn't say jack shit. What did you say?
It's a fucking replica.
When I came up to the stairs, what did you say?
Take a picture and be all buddy.
He can't answer, just wants to talk
Get the fuck out of my party, you fucking dumbass.
What's
Go
that?
back to the UK with your smelly shit.
What did you say?
Listen, you know now you're swearing now. You know when Tommy knocks you out, don't you? You're going to bend your girlfriend over and do her like a dog in front of you.
Lonnie.
So I'm telling you straight up,
You're
you know when Tommy knocks you out, don't you? You're gonna...
Ass.
What's
Go
that?
back to the UK with your smelly shit.
What did you say?
Listen, you know now you're swearing now. You know when Tommy knocks you out, don't you? You're going to bend your girlfriend over and do her like a dog in front of you.
Lonnie.
Girlfriend over and do her like a dog in front of you.
Lonnie.
I keep on talking and I'm on mute. Bend your girlfriend over and do her like a dog. Now, listen, I don't know where you come from. The Himalayas, Timbuktu, wherever it is, Iceland, wherever. That is not the kind of speech you would expect from a public figure, be it in boxing or otherwise, the Iron Kong.
I mean, again, what a strange family. What a odd family. You know, I mean, liars. And didn't this dude John Fury try to scoop out some dude's eyeball at some point? Look here, man. There you
I
go.
scooped it out.
Oh, so he succeeded in extracting somebody's eyeball.
He was extracted.
I see.
He was
So, anyway.
dangling, according to witness statement, it was dangling on the fella's cheek.
Yeah, man. Listen here. And this is why I don't know if he was on his social media or on an interview. I saw Femi was like, shout out to John Fury, good to support your son and what. I was like, shut up, Femi.
Yeah.
John Fury don't like you. He don't like you. He don't respect you. Why are you shouting out John Fury? You sound ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said on my video the other day, I think Femi needs to stop doing interviews for a little while because he's obviously not in the mood to do interviews and he's talking a bunch of shit, right? So, bro, just stop doing interviews for a little while, all right? Just don't say nothing to nobody. Go back to training. Obviously, you and MTK Coogan are not really cool right now, and he keeps trying to back you into corners. You shouting out ridiculous ice scooper doggy style John Fury, all right? I want to hear that, man. He's talking what Eddie Hearn said. It was whatever. BT Sport came out and said they apologized. Why didn't he attack BT Sport? It's just ridiculous, man. Be quiet.
Totally. Yeah. Some of the Trump comments Tyson puts out, there is gonna be backlash. Daddy don't need to do this dumb crapola, says Big Boys Boxing. And for Frank Warren to compare Chisora turning over a table to that just to criticize Eddie Hearn was utterly disgraceful. Utterly disgraceful. Yeah, what do I think? I think you can't defend that. You can't defend that kind of talking. That kind of talking and bend your girlfriend over and what? I don't know. Did he say something about doggy style or like a dog? Do it like a dog. OMG. That ain't good. That ain't cool. Oh, dang. Doggy style. OMG. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. But yeah, that was just something that I had to touch on. I had to touch on that because obviously, it caused something of a kerfuffle. Ungentlemanly conduct. I find John Fury guilty of ungentlemanly conduct. So, there you go. Now you know. Okay. We're going to move away from that unsavory topic. We're going to move away from that. And, what we're going to go with now, Anthony Joshua's been saying. Anthony Joshua's been quoted or misquoted. Let me get rid of that, I think. Let me stop sharing that. Well, actually, we can stop sharing in a second. So Anthony Joshua has been quoted or misquoted. I don't know how you say it, but let's get the actual footage. Let's get the actual footage itself, and so we can hear for ourselves what Anthony Joshua said. Let's pull that up. Oh no, how do I do this? There's a sequence to everything. So let me. Okay, here it is. Dang. So my friend Raymond over there, Boxing Block Center, he had some interesting take on certain things. But anyway, what was I looking for? Oh, dang. I know exactly what I was looking for. Where is it? This is it. And I remember it was towards the end of the interview.
I'm hearing all this stuff about Bitcoin and crypto. I don't have a clue about all that. That's what I'm telling them I care is because, like... Have you got anything else you'd like to say? One made me think a lot. Look like you were like... It takes more than that to offend me. I'm not 15 years old. That's what... Deep on it after the fight. And then what happened? You messaged me the other day, didn't you? Oh, mate. Let me live. Sorry. No, but we definitely don't split leg day. Oh, fair enough. That's a John Fury. The hungriest. When it comes to this hustle, mainly for business.
Okay. I think we found it. Let's kill the music. I think we found it. Okay. I'm not going to share the visuals. I felt...
Want it done quick, you might have to pay more, but the quality might not be as good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Oh, let me mute myself. Hold on.
Did the sound go out?
Say that again. Did you get the
No.
sound?
No,
You know?
I didn't hear anything. It just went blank. No sound, nothing. I was just wondering if it cut off. What the hell happened?
Hold on. So maybe I have to maybe I have to play some of these visuals. Maybe I have to play. Big up Lisa. Good to have you up in the building, Lisa. Okay, maybe I have to play some of these visuals to get the okay, it's a sharing thing. Okay, let me share. It's a sharing thing. It's a sharing thing. Okay. Let's take a risk. Let's take a risk in order to share this thing. Okay, so okay. Let's do it this way. Let's hope it's okay. All right, I'm gonna have to mute myself again. I think.
In terms of, does it bring me the respect? It doesn't go with that step aside thing. It may not be three-way rule. So for me, it's like, yeah, it's good. So like, there's always like a free. You want it done quick, you might have to pay more, but the quality might not be as good. So like, there's always like a three-way rule. So for me, it's free, like a triangle. That's what, so
You consider it.
So like, we have a rule when it comes to like my brother and my cousin do property, and they have a rule where they have to, it's price, quality versus time. There's like a free, like a triangle rule. So price versus quality versus time. You want to pay cheap, you get shit quality, but it might be done quick.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? You want it done quick, you might have to pay more, but the quality might.
The hell is going on? Rafi.
Yeah, so Joshua is explaining the three-way rule. I was talking on mute. The three-way rule, and this is in response to a question about would you step aside to allow Usyk to fight Fury. Okay, so let us continue.
Might not be as good. So like, there's always like a three-way rule. So for me, it's like, yeah, that step aside thing, it may not go with what I stand for in terms of, does it bring me the respect? It doesn't go with me fighting the best at that time in my career. I might fight them next, but it may make the smart, it may make sense for business. So I have to kind of look at the three rules and understand exactly what I'm getting out of it, because every man needs to live by principles and standards in order to stay like on track. Because if not, I think you're just lost if you don't have any principles.
Okay, so it's the three-way rule. It's talking about the three-way rule. So that's the way Joshua answered the question. So I'm going to try and pin down the answer. Let's see if we can pin it down.
Look at the three rules and understand exactly what I'm getting out of it, because every man make the smart, it may make sense for business.
It may make sense for business. Joshua said it may make sense for business. But we have to take the overall. We have to take the overall view. We have to take the overall view. It goes on to say that, you know, you got to stand for something. You got to stand for principles. And that is not really what he's about. So it might have made sense for business, but that's not what he's really about.
So I have to kind of look at the 3 rules and understand exactly what I'm getting out of it. Because every man needs to live by principles and standards in order to stay like on track. But if not, I think you're just lost.
So what do I make of it? What do I make of it? Overall, I listened to the whole thing, and overall, I got the impression that he was saying no, he would not step aside, but he muddied the waters when he said that, well, from a business point of view, it may make sense, and it may make sense from a business point of view. But did Joshua leave open the door there for a conversation? For a conversation of step aside? Ein Kong, did Joshua leave the door open for that conversation?
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's always the room open for that. Like, I thought Wilder, you know, could have entertained a step aside, and I don't think it might have diminished him, right? But Joshua has said in the same interview, I'm not interested in a step aside. But obviously, Rafi, if somebody sends an offer that is over and above, oh man.
Yeah, I think you're good now. You got 4 bars now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
But this is what I'm saying with that same interview, Coogan. Are you hearing me? Coogan, I don't want no step aside. And he keeps asking the same question. So Joshua then has to go deeper and be like, look, if you send me an offer that I'm forced to look at, then I'll look at it. Right? But that's, you know, I want to fight Usyk. Why you keep asking me the same question? And I don't know. It's like a lot of these dudes like Wilder and AJ, you kind of trapped. You have to take the rematch, right? Even though he might like a little bit more time to prepare, but whatever. But to me, Joshua needs to just not do interviews when he's not in the mood, because he just sometimes says things that contradicts himself, and he just needs to stop.
Yeah, he does put himself in a bit of a pickle when he tries to explain things.
Just tell MTK Coogan, look here, man, I don't want no step aside money. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? In order to pay someone like Anthony Joshua to step aside, your offer would have to be so ginormous that it would probably make no sense.
Yeah.
The offer that it would take to interest Anthony Joshua would make the fight that you're trying to have non-profitable. Right? Because he has money already.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, you know, just this interview, he seemed annoyed. And he didn't want to talk to Coogan, but Coogan kept pushing. So I'm telling AJ, bro, stop doing interviews when you don't want to do interviews. Just stop. And stop bigging up John Fury.
100%. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. This could be a quick and easy solution for your echo issues. Okay, I'm going to check it out after the show. Thank you very much for that, big boys. Usyk is a handful. You got to bring your A game with Usyk. Yep. What is this here? I didn't mean to pin that. How do I unpin that? What did I pin? How do you pin something? How do you unpin something? What is that? Okay, I unpinned it. Okay. What is this? Usyk is a handful. I don't think AJ wants the rematch. Damn. Did you get that from that? Really, TKO? You got that from that? I think it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? Says, you know, it's kind of the opposite. If you didn't want the rematch, you just step aside. I think Clearly wants the rematch. Clearly not going to step aside. Although he says there's some business merit in stepping aside, but he's not interested in doing that. He's not interested in doing that. But yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree with Lisa. It was kind of confusing. Yeah, if you don't want to do interviews, don't do the interview. Sometimes, you know, yeah, you can leave people somewhat confused. Okay, so and then of course we heard that Joshua has apparently shut down his social media. Did you hear about that, time, Kong? Joshua I think
he's on Snapchat still.
Yeah. Can I get a link? Yeah, the link is pinned, Lisa, right at the top, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, link is right at the top in the blue. Just click on that and boom, you're in. Okay. So, what was it? Oh, it's still on Snapchat. Okay. So, what's going on? What's going on with the word that Joshua has come off as what unfollowed? The headlines say that Joshua unfollowed Eddie Hearn. We're gonna have to have a little look at that. We're gonna have to have a little quick look at that. So what's actually happened is that what's actually happened is that Joshua has unfollowed everyone on social media. Let's have a look here. Let me line this up. Yeah, there it is. Where is it? I was listening to my friend Raymond over there at Boxing Block Center, and yeah, he had an interesting what am I doing? Oi. What's this here? What the hell was that? That was, I think that's Raymond. What's going on? What's Raymond? What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there, Raymond? So Joshua's unfollowed everybody on social media, on Instagram. What happened there? Where's Lisa? Oh, there's Lisa. Damn. Lisa Bales up in the building. You know the thing with this thing, Lisa, is that when somebody comes in, it makes a little sound. But if you don't hear that sound, then if I don't hear that sound, I don't know people are there, because it's kind of, you have to scroll down to see a new person. But Lisa Bales up in the building.
Hey,
how you doing,
you
Lisa?
hear me?
I can hear you well,
You
Lisa.
hear me?
I can hear you
Hey,
well,
how
Lisa.
y'all doing? Okay,
It's
how's
been a while,
everybody?
Lisa. It's been a while. Why you been doing the Rafi like this? Why you been handling the Rafi so rough? What's going on, Lisa Bales? It's been a while.
No, I've been catching you on replay because sometimes I be on coaches
Yeah, that's
and
true. I
y'all
know.
like kind of like you come on after him, so
Yeah.
I'll catch the replays all the time. Yeah.
Hey, that's much appreciated, Lisa. That's very much appreciated. So, Lisa
Yeah.
Bales, talk to me.
I'm confused with his latest. I don't know what's wrong.
Where's Lisa? Lisa dropped off. Maybe a signal issue. What was I saying? So yes, it's the word that he's unfollowed Eddie was merely sensationalism. What he's done is he's just unfollowed everybody on social media. And my friend Raymond over there at Boxing Block Center, his notion was that Joshua is just wants some peace. He just wants some peace. He just wants to kill the noise. He just wants to kill the noise, Iron Kong.
I mean, that's fine. Then just do it until you actually feel like. Tell MTK Coogan to go away.
I got kicked out. I don't know why. Sorry.
No, you're back. You're back, Lisa.
Yeah, I got kicked out. I don't know why.
I didn't kick you out. I think
No.
maybe the signal dropped or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. To me, he's sounding kind of strange lately. I don't know. I can't explain it.
And he's unfollowed everybody on Instagram, Lisa. People are saying it's Eddie, not just Eddie, it's everybody. He's unfollowed everybody. He's just his sponsors now. He's just following his sponsors.
I guess because you know how it is when you on the top, you lose, and then you see how people, you know.
Yeah.
But he's giving me vibes of CTE. Is it me or is it? Am I crazy?
Uh-oh. That's worrying. That's
I don't
want
to put it out.
That's disturbing. Damn. Kick Lisa again. What's going on? Let's have the Rafi poll. If AJ should take the step aside check. OMG. How many people up in here? Okay. That could be a gruesome poll. That could be gruesome. Okay. So Lisa Bale, hold on. Oh, jam back. I'm just looking at the YouTube. Looking at the YouTube, I can see her on there, but the signal issue maybe. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Should AJ step aside? Should AJ step aside? Should has a D in it. Should AJ step aside? Question mark. Yay, nay, yay or nay? Yay or nay? Undecided. Yay, nay, undecided. Boom. Let's get Lisa back up in here. I just heard the little doo-doo-doo. Oh, there she is. Okay. Lisa Bales is back. And we got the poll in the chat. Should AJ step aside? Should AJ step aside, Lisa Bales?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't want him to, but see, I'm gonna compare this to the last fight, right? When he lost to Ruiz.
Yeah.
If you was right back training, like they showed a video of him training like a few days afterwards. He even made the statement on his channel. He hasn't done any of that.
Uh-oh.
I'm just looking at the comparisons.
Yeah, you're saying it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe.
Yeah, some is not right. I could tell some is not right. And you know, like I said, you get to see, you know, when you on top and then you have like a fall or whatever, you see how people are in the business. Everybody got the answers for you. Everybody's saying this. So it would be best if he do leave social media and stop listening to all of that and get his head right. His head don't seem like me. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Iron Kong.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if as Lisa said, you know, your head ain't in the game, then step aside. You know what I'm saying? Don't, because he's talking about, people said I was too bulky and people say this. I'm like, bro, make your decisions for you. If you leaving your trainer, now is the time to leave your trainer. You can't work with all the trainers in the world. All right? Yeah. You can't. Yeah. And stop worrying about what people think. As Tyson Fury had 3 trainers. He left his uncle. Nobody even asked why he left his uncle. He left Ben Davidson. He with somebody else, and nobody asked him nothing. But Anthony Joshua is good, and it's like this huge story. Who's he gonna pick? But Joshua needs to realize the same thing that make you popular is the same thing that's bothering you now. You wanted fans' attention to make you popular. The fans' attention can still be on you when you're making decisions. You can't you can't have it both ways. You have to learn when to shut it out. Maybe it's not a bad thing that he unfollowed people on social media, right? Where he has control. There's nothing wrong with that. Stop listening to so much people. Listen to yourself. And I think AR said maybe it's just his personality, because in truth, he really doesn't give a lot of interviews. He really doesn't. And maybe sometimes he just gets too philosophical and he wants to just talk too much and whatnot. He wants to be too deep. But he's not that deep.
He ain't that deep.
You know what I'm saying? You're not that deep.
Exactly. I can't follow.
So,
damn, every time Lisa tries to speak.
it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, AJ, you're a cool dude, but you're not a philosopher. You're a boxer. You're a dude from for the estate. And just relax. Just relax. Nothing wrong if you unfollow people in social media. It's your social media. You do what you want. But stop worrying about what other people think. But if he should step aside, if he don't feel like his head is in it, step aside. Because, again, Fight Doctor said it. Boxing is a sport that demands truth. He has to be truthful with himself. Don't do this just because people would think lowly of you. Do this because you really think you can win the fight.
Yeah. 100%. So, damn, every time you try to speak, Lisa, it boots you out. Every time you try to speak, it boots you out. Damn, it's a conspiracy, Lisa. It's a conspiracy.
I know. Because normally I don't speak like this about him, but I'm just being honest. I call it. I'm not gonna, just because I'm a fan of a person, don't mean I'm not gonna call it down the line. You know, this behavior is very peculiar. You know,
it's very peculiar.
He can't be a philosopher, and he needs to be straightforward with his answers. His answers are too ambiguous.
Too ambiguous.
Just yes or no.
Too ambiguous. Damn. The system doesn't like Lisa spitting it like it is just now. Every time she speaks the truth, the system kick boots her out. There's some agents. I think there's some agents at work here. There's some agents at work don't want to let Lisa speak. But you know what? We're gonna have to move on from Joshua. There's a couple of fights this weekend. The Iron Kong. And I think Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz over there in the US of A. How do I see that one? Well, Jojo Diaz he ain't no punk. He ain't no punk. He will be coming. He'll be coming to fight. He'll bring it. He ain't coming to mess around. He ain't coming to mess around. Devin Haney will have a fight on his hands. That's what I'm saying. The Iron Kong.
Yeah, I like this fight. I like this fight. As you said, there's some fights happening this weekend. Nah, there's only one fight this weekend. But Haney, I expect Haney to win the fight because I think he has a bit more wrinkles to his game. But Jojo Diaz can pull it off, to be honest with you. I got Haney winning, but Jojo could pull it off. This ain't no fight where I just know this dude gonna win.
Yeah.
Haney's going to win the fight, in my opinion. But if Jojo wins the fight, hey, I mean, this dude is a proven fighter. He really can fight. He a fresh dude. I think this is his perfect weight. I think he was too fat for the other weights, but I just think Devin Haney got too much for him. But this is going to be a really, really good fight. I must say, it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, I agree. Devin Haney's got a fight on his hands. Hold on, why is that thing still up? Devin Haney's got a fight on his hands. Jojo Diaz is proven. Remember, he beat Tevin Farmer, the IBF World Super Featherweight title. World Boxing Association featherweight title. He's been the WBC featherweight champion. Beat he lost to Gary Russell, but he's beat the likes of Tevin Farmer, Javier Fortuna. Yeah. And what's his record? His record is what? 32, 15 KOs, 1 loss via KO. Who KO'd him? I can't remember. And 1 draw. Let's have a look. Last unanimous decision. Yeah, okay. Maybe he didn't get knocked out at all. Okay, so that's Joseph Diaz versus Devin Haney, and we haven't talked about the Lopez. We haven't talked about the Lopez Kambosos fight. The Lopez lost versus Kambosos. We haven't talked about Teofimo Senior and his response. His unfortunate responses. No, I want to see that rematch. Hold on, no, that's not what I meant to highlight. I'm gonna stay in the chat. They don't like it. They don't like it telling it like it is, Lisa. There's some agents who don't like it telling it like it is. She is absolutely right. She is. Yeah, so we haven't talked about the Lopez Senior, Iron Kong. We haven't talked about that. What is it? Kambosos should be at the fight, apparently. Kambosos is going to be at this fight, and he's going to be at the what do you call him? Tank Davis fight as well. So he's staying around for a little while in the USA before he goes back home.
Yeah, I mean, again, just like what I said with John, what a strange family. What a strange group. I mean, I read a little long form story, I think it was The Guardian did on Teofimo, or one of these English publications, and they were talking about his father having these issues when they were younger, and Teo having to go pick up his father in like bars, drunk or high, and all this nonsense. But his father's response is so wild. This man is, I see Eddie Hearn said he got a message from Teofimo Senior talking about he can't believe Eddie did this and did that. I'm like, what? Teo is he was with Radio Raheem saying it was some setup from the zone. I'm like, yo, this guy is unbelievable. Then Teofimo is back in those comments. And it's like, wow. The delusion, Rafi. This don't help you in life, and it don't help you. It's surely not going to help you in fight sport. It's not going to help you in fight sport at all to be this deluded, this crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's crazy. It's mad. Teofimo Senior, if he doesn't change his ways, it's okay to make a mistake. It's not okay, but it happens. Mistake happens, accidents happen. Okay, fine. But Teofimo Senior is doubling down. He's saying they did nothing wrong. They won 10 rounds out of the 12. Teofimo Senior is, I'm afraid to say, deluded, but he needs to snap out of this shiznix. He needs to snap out of this shiznix. Kambosos isn't a Matchroom fighter, he's a Lou DiBella fighter. That's true, Lisa, but Matchroom won the bid. Or they didn't win the bid, but they were second. And when Triller dropped out, then Matchroom were the highest bidder. So that's why so for some reason, Teofimo Senior is blaming Matchroom and Eddie Hearn for the loss. He needs to snap out of this because, okay, you can say this one was a mistake in preparation. Okay, he had some issues going on, but Kambosos had some issues going on. Okay, his wife left him with their newborn son. Okay, fine, I understand. But hey, you know, adversities happen, problems happen, but you got to deal with the matter at hand, take care of business, and then you can take care of the personal stuff. You know, you just got, if you're in there in the ring, you just got to be 100% with it. Take care of what needs to be taken care of later. You know what I'm saying? But if you're fit to fight, if you put yourself up for the fight, then you're fit to fight. And should be taking care of business. Should be taking care of business. But if Teofimo Sr. does not understand and analyze and digest and strategize, digest the past, what happened, what went wrong, if he don't do that, if he cannot do that, then he's opening up his son for a world of hurt. Big Boys Boxing in the building. See, wait, the difference with StreamYard with this thing is that when you come on, you're already live. When you come on, the mic's already hot. There you go.
Sorry, man.
There you go. There you go.
Was actually just coming in to drop you a link to sort your sound issues, but I'll have a quick yarn while I'm here.
Yeah, man, you can have a quick yarn. You drop the link and have a quick yarn. That's good. So you know what we're talking about? We talked about a bunch of things. Come in wherever you want to come in. There's a John Fury. There's the Anthony Joshua. There's the Teofimo Sr. Still alleging that they only lost 2 rounds. So
crazy.
Come in where you come.
Man, Teo Senior has got to cut that out, man. He's only going to lose fans for his son. I mean, saying that the crowd was booing at the decision. I mean, they weren't booing until Teo piped up and said he won 10 rounds to 2. That's when they started booing. It's crazy. And what Anthony Joshua with his interviews at the moment, I'm with Iron Kong. I think he should leave him alone for now. Just stick to what he needs to concentrate on for this rematch with Usyk, and maybe give some interviews fight week or something, but nothing else should be mattering for him at the moment besides concentrating on Alexander Usyk. And what was the other one that you started with?
John Fury. John Fury.
Oh, John Fury. Yeah, well, he is what he is. I think I dropped a comment earlier in the chat. I had to laugh at him when I saw that. You know, he's got the temper of the Hulk. He's got what else did I say? He's got the temper of a Hulk. He's got the mind of a 13-year-old. And I can't remember the other thing I said, but he doesn't need to be jumping to Tyson's defense. Tyson's big enough and ugly enough to defend himself.
Tommy Fury.
And Tommy, yeah.
Tommy, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. He does it for Tyson as well. Yeah, I get you.
He does the half of it for Tyson as well, you know.
Yeah.
But Tyson's bringing that on himself. And like I say, he's big enough and ugly enough to take care of himself. Tommy he's a different kettle of fish. He's a bit quieter. He doesn't say so much outrageous sort of thing. And he's young, so I can understand why John's trying to defend him to a degree, but he's letting it get way out of hand. He's letting Jake Paul get to him and push his buttons, making him want to smash TV screens. For God's sake, he's got to grow up. He's a 60-odd-year-old man. He's got to grow up, man.
True that. And in comes the man like AJbxng. How you doing, Eric? Okay, I'm gonna let Eric come in when Eric comes in. Okay, so while I got you all in here, might as well get I think Iron Kong, you said you made your prediction on the Devin Haney versus
Joe? Man. I said Devin Haney might have a bit too much for Jojo, but I think Jojo Diaz is gonna push him hard. Jojo Diaz can really fight. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight, man.
Yes, I agree. Big boys boxing, Jojo Diaz. I mean, Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. What's your thoughts on that?
It's a decent fight. Jojo's all right, but I don't think he's got enough power to trouble Haney
Devin.
up at 135. I think it's going to be a hard-earned points decision for Devin Haney, but be an entertaining fight at the same time because Jojo does come to scrap.
He will certainly come to scrap. And ERF boxing, he just did the let me clear my throat.
No, my mic wasn't working for some reason. I don't know why.
This is a tricky thing. This is dropping people off. It won't let Lisa Bales come on. Every time she speaks the truth.
The other day, it kicked me out. I couldn't. It wouldn't. The settings wouldn't work for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we're good now. We're good.
We're good now. We're good. Come on in, Eric. Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz this weekend. Talk to me.
Devin Haney wins a unanimous decision. I think he outboxes Jojo. He'll probably hurt Jojo, and that'll stop him coming forward as much. And it's just going to be a dominating performance. I think. I don't think Jojo has much to trouble Haney. I think it's just going to be a clinical performance. At the end of it, people are probably going to call it boring because for some reason they don't like Devin Haney. But hey, I know what I'm getting from Devin Haney when I watch him fight, and that's a boxing clinic.
Yeah. At least the guy's going to be prepared. He's not going to come in like Teofimo Lopez, Teofimo Senior, still insisting that his son only lost 2 rounds. He said the crowd were booing the decision when they weren't booing the decision at all. They applauded the decision. They booed him. They booed Teofimo Jr. when he said that he won the fight. I won this fight. I won this fight. I only lost. I give him 2 rounds. I give him 2.
Raph, you know where that came from though. His dad told him that in the corner when he was sat on the apron on the ropes whilst Kambosos was doing his interview.
Yeah.
And you could see his dad in Tio's ear saying something to him. Yeah. And then eventually Tio came over, and when they asked him, he's like 10-2. And then when his dad did the interview after, his dad said the exact same thing. So we know where he got the 10-2 from, or whatever. Like I said the other night, I don't understand how his dad was saying 10-2 when you could see his reaction in the corner through rounds. Whilst the round was going on, you could see Tio Senior's face. He was worried through the round, and then he'd get in when the bell went. He'd get in and say, "Brilliant, excellent, that's what we want." And I'm like, we just saw you distress in the corner when your son was getting tattooed by shots, and you get in and you lie to him saying that he had a good round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We lied to him several times. Several times you went back to the corner after he lost a round to Kambosos, and I heard his father say, "You won that one too. You won that one too."
When you literally saw him on camera, because I think the camera had come to him, or when they do the little picture in the corner, he had his hat off. He was like sweating. You could see he was worried. Then he got in the ring. And was like, "Yeah, you won that round." And I'm like, "Eh?"
Oh man!
You're not in George's corner, right? Tio's your fighter.
Oh Lord, he needs to bring back Joey Gamage. He's fired half of the training staff.
He got trainer of the year, didn't he, for the Loma fight when he wasn't even the trainer for that fight. Joey Gamage was. He got trainer of the year for he got trainer of the year for not being the trainer.
Oh man! So now he's the king's clothes all over again. It's the king's clothes, the emperor's clothes all over again. The emperor's new clothes, whatever you call that. Hans Christian Andersen. So what we're talking about now? We're looking at Okay. We're looking at Yarde, Arthur v. Yarde. Arthur v. Yarde. That's what we're looking at. Who do we go with first? Who do we go with? Oh, that's an interesting configuration. Let's go Big Boys Boxing. Arthur v. Yarde. It's happening this weekend. It's here. Talk to me.
Man, I got Anthony Yarde winning this one by a stoppage. I'm guessing about round 8 or 9. I don't think he's going to come out as cautious as he was first time around. He just better hope that Arthur did have a sore hand. Didn't have a sore hand last time, like he says, but I suspect he did. Because I think Arthur's quicker. He's got the reach. He's got better footwork. He just doesn't have the power. But when he tries to get aggressive, he's a lot more vulnerable. And if Anthony Yarde just starts stepping on the gas a bit, not being afraid of gassing out himself, I think he's going to get Arthur out of there pretty easily, to be honest.
Oh, dang.
Interesting fight, though. Interesting fight. It's going to go at least 6. I don't think it'll go more than 9, though.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So you got him. You're calling round 8, round 7.
If I want to pick one round, I'll have to say round 9.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Iron Kong.
I got Yarde winning. I think I said this already on one of your shows. I got Yarde winning.
Yeah.
I think he can do it if he comes out aggressive, dumps that ridiculous shoulder roll, Philly shell type nonsense he tries to do, and just fight the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Arthur seems to be a back foot guy, maybe that's how he had to fight last time.
Yeah.
But I know, I think Yarde could do it personally, but it's just his corner, man. I think Yarde's corner is just poor, and I hope to give him better advice. But I think Yarde have enough to do it. I know Frank Warren wants Yarde to do it. So to top off the year, let's have Tyson Fury winning, AJ losing, and Yarde winning. Oh, Frank Warren is back in the game.
Dime. Okay, so 25%. The question of the poll was, should AJ step aside? 25% of respondents said yes. 50% said no. And 25% of respondents were undecided. Okay, so the poll closed. I think I saw it shift a little bit just as I closed it. I don't know. Might be a percentage different from what I said. You'll see it up there for yourselves in a second. What is it? AJ should. It's changed just as I closed it. No, 44%. Yes, 33%. Undecided, 25%. Okay. So people said no in the main. No in the main. Okay, and let me put the poll up for Joshua. Yarde, Arthur rather. Who wins? Who wins? Question mark. Oh. Arthur or Yarde? Man, the letters are rubbing off my keyboard. Yarde. Okay, ask the community. Who wins, Arthur or Yarde? Ask the community. You're going to see that come up in a second. So who was just talking? Big Boys Boxing's gone. Iron Kong's still here.
Kong went last.
Okay, so it's you, BRF Boxing. It's you.
It looks like I'm in the minority because I think it's going to be repeat. I don't think Anthony Yarde's going to change a single thing in this fight. I think him and his corner are that deluded. They still, as much as they in this. If you listen to Anthony Yarde, I went back and I watched the fight. I still think I won the fight, but it was closer than I thought. And I was like, they are not going to change anything. The only thing in this fight that will be different is Lyndon Arthur will throw his right hand. I think Tunde and Yarde that arrogant that they still believe they got robbed in that fight. They still don't believe Lyndon Arthur's anywhere near their level. And I think they're underestimating him again. They underestimated him the first time. Lyndon Arthur said he had a bad right hand, which how the fight went, you can really tell he did, because he rarely threw it. And even if that's an excuse, he still won with one hand. And I think people are overlooking the fact. A lot of people are looking at it as, oh, well, Yarde didn't do this and Yarde did. Lyndon Arthur used one hand and he beat him. So I don't think he's getting enough credit for beating him just using a jab. So if he was injured and now he has got his right hand, because Lyndon Arthur does have a lot of power. People seem to think like Lyndon Arthur can't punch. He can punch. So I think it's going to be repeat. And I think Yarde's going to get frustrated because he's going to keep getting hit with the jab, and he will get hit with a lot of right hands this time. And it'll be right uppercut. It will be right uppercuts what he gets hit with. I personally don't think Yarde and Tunde think that Lyndon Arthur's on their level. I think they believe they got robbed in the first fight. I don't see what Anthony Yarde can change, because for me, he fought like he always fights in that fight. Everybody's making the excuses that obviously I know he lost family members or whatever. But he had a fight before. When he did look, he had a fight before Lyndon Arthur through the pandemic. That didn't stop him from stopping the guy who he fought. So why is it when it gets to Lyndon Arthur, he still lost the same family members? I'm very sympathetic over that. I'm not saying anything about that, but he still lost the same family members in the fight previously to Lyndon Arthur. So why is it when he gets to the Lyndon Arthur fight, we get to hear all the reasons why he mentally wasn't ready, he mentally wasn't there, he mentally wasn't there for that fight, but yet the previous fight before, he was mentally there to stop the guy. So I just think it's a lot of it. It's been a lot of excuses simply because it was Frank's golden boy. Let's be honest. If Anthony had got that split decision, he'd have been fighting for a world title, and there wouldn't be a rematch.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. So, damn. Okay, we got a difference of opinion, and that's good. That's good. That's excellent. So it's my turn. I guess it's my turn. It's 2 for Yarde. So far, there's 1 for Arthur. Which way is Rafi gonna go? Which way is the Rafi gonna go? Okay. Gonna have to be controversial just to make it interesting. Rafi's gonna go with King Arthur. I'm gonna go with King Arthur. I could see the fight going either way, but I've got to take a pick. Now I can't do this. I think Yarde's gonna win. In my heart of hearts, I think Yarde's gonna win. I'm going to go with Yarde by 51%, or do I go with the underdog Arthur? Do I go with the underdog Arthur? Well, I think Yarde. No, I have to go with my heart. I think my heart or my head. I think 51%. I'm leaning towards Anthony Yarde. I'm pretty sure Arthur's going to be the underdog. I think he's a worthy underdog. It's worthy of a bet. So, what did I say? I'm going to have to go with my gut. It's not really my head or my heart. It's my gut. And my gut says that Anthony Yarde comes through this one. Although I can see a strong argument for Yarde going the distance, peppering with the jab. Gotta make a decision. Rafi has to make a decision. I'm going to go with King Arthur. That's my final word on this thing until tomorrow. When the Rafi reserves the right to change his mind. But this is my official pick. These are official picks. So I guess you have to stick with your official picks. And that's my official pick. That's my official pick. I think we've essentially done it. The Iron Kong. I think we've done it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I think we've done it. I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go into the emails that I emailed myself. I'm pretty satisfied that we covered the most germane topics of the day. What do you think, ERF boxing?
Picture.
Oh, sorry?
What is this picture on your screen? What?
Well, this is a picture. This is allegedly AJ down here. I don't know. Some people are saying it ain't him. Some people are saying it's him. Some people are saying it ain't him. So we're basically putting out an appeal. We're launching an appeal for the lady to come forward, reveal herself, and tell us if the mystery man was indeed Anthony Joshua. We just want to know. The only reason I put the picture up is because I'm launching an appeal for the lady to confirm or deny. I just wanted to reveal herself. ERF boxing. I just want the lady to reveal herself. Where's ERF?
Oh man, Restream giving you hells tonight, man.
Giving you hells, man. I think I'll have to alternate between StreamYard and Restream, StreamYard and Restream to let everybody get a fair crack. I think StreamYard appears to be somewhat more stable.
Yeah, I mean, I've been having some issues like since I got on here, like my connection with you. It's like I don't have an issue with StreamYard.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like certain aspects of Restream, but there's other aspect over StreamYard, but StreamYard appears to be more guest friendly. So that's a factor which I'll have to bear in mind. I'll have to flip between them both. But I run out of time with StreamYard. I run out of time, and then they want to charge me X amount. So then I hop over to a next thing. So that's why it's the situation is as it is.
I understand.
Rafi's doing the hopscotch.
You gotta walk it, You got massage it.
Of course. You got to work with it. So, Iron Kong, your final words, my friend.
Okay, man. You need to stop talking so much. Go back into your training. Relax yourself. That's you eating the booty like groceries. That's your business, sir. That ain't my business. But you need to stop talking so much. Stop doing interviews when you don't want to do interviews. Like people have said in the chat, you don't normally do interviews anyway. You're not a guy who's out in the public anyway. You're like scarcely seen. So tell Coogan, go look for Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? See if his eye is okay. And get an interview over there. Stop using you for views. Had this idiot Adnan Verk on the Teofimo broadcast talking about, there's a rumor Anthony Joshua might take step aside. And that comes from Coogan Cassius, right? Because that's what he likes. He likes them clicks. Stop doing interviews with ridiculous people. Rafi, I want you to have a great evening or morning, I guess. And man, I mean, we'll talk after the fight tomorrow.
Absolutely, we most certainly shall. That was the Iron Kong, who was most gracious in coming on over and spending some of his evening with us over here at the Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. We're going to give ERF Boxing a little time to get back on to say his good nights. Yarde has to get Arthur uncomfortable like the last few rounds of the first fight. If he don't go harder in the first half, he will get decisioned again. That's what I'm thinking. What did I pick? Did I pick Yarde or Arthur? I can't remember. That's how undecided I am. Hey, Tommy Morrison's son. He's a pretender. Gotcha. Okay. So I think that's it. I think we got through everything we wanted to get through. I'd like to thank everybody who took time out of their day to hop on the panel. The Iron Kong, the AJbxng, and the Big Boys Boxing. Much appreciation. And like to take time out to thank everybody who took time out of their day to jump on in the chat. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having you. Okay. And yeah. So we got Devin Haney winning, beating Jojo Diaz. It's 50-50, close to 50. Hold on. Damn, I got a poll. Poll was not very long, but we do have a decision. If you haven't hit that like button yet, then kindly do so. If you haven't hit the poll yet, then please kindly consider it. Okay, so the question was, who wins, Arthur or Yarde? Arthur, 29% of respondents said King Arthur, but 71% of respondents said Anthony Yarde. Okay, I'm going to leave that poll there for a second. What we talking about? Okay, so yeah. So we got Devin Haney beating Jojo Diaz, but that's a tough fight. Jojo Diaz ain't no punk. That's a tough fight. That's a live dog. Most people have Yarde beating King Arthur. And we talked about John Fury earlier on. John Fury saying he's going to bury Eddie Hearn. Dime. Okay, so what else? Oh, Anthony Joshua. Maybe, I can't say I don't do so much interviews because you don't do many, but just keep it simple. Let's not get too deep. Let's not try getting too deep because you can't articulate it when you get too deep. It's just not one of your skills right now. Or maybe you'll develop like Christopher Eubank Sr. Took him a few years to get the cadence right. You know, got some new teeth too. You had to have them fixed because every time he spoke, he whistled. It was like the end of every word. Every time he spoke, he whistled. Okay, so we got it in. We did it. Some of it was clearly unexpected for some of y'all. Some of you were ready. You were on it. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything else we need to say. I think we've done it. By Jove, I think we've done it. So all that's left for me to say is, yeah, hey, it's freezing over here in the UK. Get your hot water bowls or whatever it is. Get your duvets fluffed up. Think about us over here in the UK suffering this cold. It's probably going to be frost in the morning. I hope not. Okay. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like. It's the subscribe. It's the comments. It's the shares. And it is the hitting the bell icon to stay updated with news and notifications. Don't forget about the live show. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. We're out. Blessed.